posture name will give you good clues as to what you're working on. And so an upward facing bow. So you're like a pulling back of a bow. You're going to draw that back and make a nice rainbow arc. We're going to look at the kind of dividing the body into the lower body and the upper body. And in this posture, they do two completely opposing things. And it's easy to get confused about the two roles. So what's the lower body doing? One is that you want to clarify what the legs do. And the legs, they internally rotate, so they go this way, and they adduct. Okay, so it's a dual action. But if you notice, the exact opposite tendency will tend to happen, which is an external rotation and the legs abducting. And that will also happen when the lower body tries to go with what the upper body is doing. Okay, so we'll isolate the leg work. All right, so you actively stamp the feet down. So, boom, a stamping, and then this way. The inner leg goes down, and the knees suck towards each other. Okay, and then keep that happening and lift the back of the pelvis up. Okay, notice when you start to lift the back of the pelvis, that those actions will be harder to do, but you keep doing them. You ground the inner foot, draw the knees towards each other, and release the inner leg down as you lift up the sacrum. Okay, and then take your arms over and come up. Okay, so then when you come up, the same thing. Stamp your foot, internally rotate the leg, and adduct your legs as you lift the back of the pelvis up. All right, so remember, it's very basic. This and this, not that. Okay, so if you externally rotate the leg and go out like this, you'll be telling your spine to go into flexion. Okay, so you're trying to tell your spine to go into extension. All right, so if you let the lower legs go, let the legs go with the chest, then you'll end up more like this, right? See, and so you want that. You want the knee to line up right over the ankle and lifting up the back of the pelvis and adducting the leg and internally rotating it. All right? So there's a stubbornness to the legs that you have to create in order to have something to resist the lift of the chest. Okay, so your chest is going up this way, but the legs are going stubborn. They're stopping. Hey, cat, lift this up. That's right. And that's right. See that. So you want to ground the leg, stop it, and then the chest can open. Okay, and then for the chest part, you're working to get the shoulder, elbow, wrist in a vertical line. And so she's got a little more work to do to lift that up. Right? So a major expansion of the chest and a drawing in of the thoracic spine, this upper part of the spine. And then you contrast that with the legs and you put them both together, right? So that the more chest opening you go for, the more leg work you do. And the more leg work you do, then the more chest work, right? So you're matching those off of each other. And you'll get the maximum work, but the maximum enjoyment and the absorption. So the whole mind comes alive inside the body.